Eye on South Asia is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, together we'll go far.
Hello and welcome to Eye on South Asia. I'm Bhavna Vanan.
And I'm Sanjeev Pandya.
Every week we'll bring to you the latest news, events, and happenings with the South Asian community. Sanjeev, we have some celebrations in the White House.
That's right.
And this time they're going to be celebrating Guru Purab.
Well, actually they celebrated.
They celebrated. And Guru Purab is about the Sikh community's celebration of the birth anniversary of Guru Nanak Dev Jayanti. And this is the 544th birth anniversary.
So 544th birth anniversary called Guru Purab, which actually, this year it was end of November, but White House had planned a celebration just last week, just recently. So they were just a couple of weeks behind. But nonetheless, it was good to have a Guru Purab celebration in the White House, followed by Diwali also. White House celebrates Diwali. White House also, I think tradition started a few years back, and then they are continuing their tradition. So this time, Guru Purab was celebrated in the White House.
Yes, and they've been doing it for now the third consecutive year.
That's right.
So it looks like it's going to be a tradition from this point on for the White House.
And we should mention that United Sikhs, a voluntary organization, they said that a large number of Sikh members were invited for part of this celebration, and it went very well. Once again, Guru Purab celebrated at White House this year.
And for our viewers at home who love to fly, we have great news from Jet Airways. They have launched their new Airbus A330-300.
That's right.
Do you know all about the A330?
No,
Do you want me to tell you?
I do know a little bit, but it's better that you tell us.
Yeah, it supposedly has a lot of improvements and luxury being offered not only to the premier class, but also to the economy class. So they have new benchmarks in in-flight comfort. They have a lot more legroom for economy class, as well as for the premier class. They have 34 all-new air-cushioned seats, and they also have seat control. I don't know if you've flown on Jet Airways business in the past.
Yes, I have flown Jet Airways.
They've typically had really great business class service.
Very comfortable seats, a lot of legroom, and especially this one, the new aircraft, will start flying Mumbai-Brussels route on December 22nd, A330-300. Second Airbus will be delivered later this month, with 2 more arriving in the coming months. So this is indeed a good news. So when you fly Jet Airways A330-300 aircraft, and if you're sitting in economy class, it will almost feel like that it's better than economy class, not as well as business or the first class, but it will feel better, to sit in economy class. And I think it's worth it because the way these airlines are charging for the tickets, I heard as much as $2,000 airfare in January.
For economy or business?
For economy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for business.
That's news,
For business, I think you have to take out a mortgage. So for economy, as much as $2,000.
Right.
So when airline is charging so much money, I think
there's a lot to be expected for that.
It's about time that they should come up with a new aircraft. So Jet Airways is taking the initiative with coming out with this luxury aircraft, that I would say.
Right, and there's also one interesting thing. They've attached to their seat belts, they've incorporated an airbag for guest safety.
Ooh, really? That's interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
We hope no one would actually need that, but but they're really looking to step up a new benchmark for in-flight safety and comfort.
So you're telling me till now aircrafts didn't have airbags?
Well, I don't think they had it as a part of the seatbelt apparatus.
They had it somewhere in the aircraft.
But they probably had it somewhere else, but you just didn't see it.
Okay.
It's better if you just don't see those things popping out. you know, might scare people.
No, it's better that you tell me because I'm a bit superstitious. So, so I need to be prepared for that.
Right. Well, I'm sure Jet Airways will be very safe, and it looks like this new Airbus is going to be a great improvement.
Good. Happy flying, Jet Airways.
Absolutely. Okay, so we did have one news story that came out a couple of weeks ago about Ravi Shankar, the world-renowned sitar player who had passed away.
San Diego.
Absolutely, at age 92 in California. And, you know, he's obviously a big icon in India as well as in the US. You know, most music fans and everyone here knows him.
One of the world's most renowned sitar players. And, you know, Pandit Ravi Shankar, as we, you know, fondly call him in India, I think he introduced classical music years ago, and he introduced classical music not only to Indians in India, but to everyone in the western part of the world also. And he continued that tradition, and I think Pandit Ravi Shankar's name with classical music, they were like synonymous.
Right. So when did he actually come to the US? Was it in the 50s or 60s or something?
No, I think he was just commuting between US and India. He, I think, became a citizen some 2-3 decades ago.
But he was traveling back and forth doing projects. I know that he was, one of his best friends was George Harrison from the Beatles, and they had collaborated a lot. As you can even see, like hear songs with the sitar in Beatles songs. So.
Pandit Ravi Shankar, a great artist, a great person. I had an opportunity to meet him and to interview him about 10 years ago, and it was just like an you know, friend's place, a friend's house where he was staying, and like I said, a thorough gentleman. So, but anyway, continue with that Grammy.
Yes, he has actually been awarded now. It's a posthumous Lifetime Achievement Award, specifically for his album The Living Room Sessions Part 1. And he will be awarded this Grammy Award, as well as his daughter, Anushka Shankar, has also been nominated in the same category for her Deutsche Grammophon Release Traveler. That's what it's called. And he was very proud of his daughter. He knew about the nomination before he had passed away. And of course, his other daughter, Nora Jones, she's a she's won Grammys multiple times, I think 5-time Grammy Award winner. So this is what he's being honored with now. Ravi Shankar is getting the Lifetime Achievement Grammy Award.
What I'd really like to know, Ravi Shankar is the only artist, I think, who's getting a posthumous Grammy Award, or there has been somebody before also in the past?
There have been names in the past who have received this award.
Oh, okay, so there are the names.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so he's not the only one, the first one.
He's not the only one, no.
Okay, good.
Okay, so back to New York. We have a new New York Consul General. And I'm sure you can pronounce his name better than I ever can.
So it would be my pleasure to announce it that, ladies and gentlemen, New York will be having a new Consul General as of February 13, and his name is Dhyaneshwar Muley. Dhyaneshwar Muley is 54 years old. He is actually from Kolhapur, state of Maharashtra, and has been recognized both nationally and internationally. Also, you know, he's a diplomat, author, writer, and a columnist, serving as a High Commissioner of India right now in Maldives, and he'll be taking in charge here in the city of New York as a Consul General of New York.
So what is he looking for his specific responsibilities?
Consul General's specific responsibilities are making sure the visa process is right, because Consul General basically looks after entire visa process, whether visas for Indians living in USA or even, you know, non-Indians visa process in the USA, along with the visa process, of course, passport services also. I mean, that entire process gets into so much of a detail and so much work is required. They also have quite a big staff at a Consul General office, right? at consulate rather, and that's what they mainly look after. And because they are ambassador, they represent India to US here, and they have to be also answerable to the ambassador in Washington DC. So visa process, visa services, passport services, and other diplomatic matters that they look after.
So Prabhu Dayal will be retiring in February 2013.
Right, Prabhu Dayal, current Consul General Prabhu Dayal will be retiring in February 2013, and as a tradition, consulate office had organized a holiday party just recently at a consulate office in New York, and they do it every year. So during this holiday party, which was open for, I think, well-wishers and the media to attend, during this holiday party and with the celebration and everything, Consul General Prabhu Dayal also announced that some of his key members, some of the staff members who have been part of this consulate for some time, have done outstanding work, and they have gotten promotion. They have gotten new post, a higher post that they will be going into these positions, and these are international positions. So obviously they will be moving out of USA. And one specific person that I remember the story, that he will be going to represent India in one of the most tiniest countries in the world, which is in South Africa, just introduced to United Nations. The country has been just formed, and he will be representing India in that country. So I think it's a good news that some of his key members will be leaving, and as you just heard, Gyaneshwar Mule is going to be new Consul General, so he's going to bring in his new staff also. So it's going to be a lot more new faces. And I'm sure that they will find a reason to throw a party to welcome media, and we'll be there and we'll get more information for you as well.
So we had many great celebrations at the consulate, and we're going to take a short break. We're going to be right back on Eye on South Asia.
Eye on South Asia is brought to you by Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo, together we'll go far.